Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Upper St. Clair High School Auditorium, where tonight on Friday you're going to see your Upper St. Clair Panthers battle the Baldwin Whitehall Fighting Highlanders. We'll just be calling them Baldwin throughout the course of the game. We've got about 35 seconds or so to go here before the starting lineups are announced. But basically, Baldwin comes into the game 0-6 in the conference, 3-12 overall. These two teams last met just earlier this week, Tuesday as a matter of fact, with Upper St. Clair taking the measure of Baldwin 57-39 at Baldwin. Earlier tonight, we had the JV game under the tutelage of the JV team under Brad Midgley, 46-23 victor. Game was well played. The Highlanders fought right to the end, even though the game was pretty much over at halftime. That was the final buzzer. We should be going to our starting lineups here quite soon. Let's listen to the PA announcer.
Tonight's basketball game featuring the Highlanders of Baldwin High School and your Upper St. Clair Panthers. Your paid or complimentary admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by the students in an educational setting. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials or opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable. Now the starting lineup for the visiting Highlanders of Baldwin High School. Number 5, Justin Joyce.
Justin is a 6'1 sophomore. He's a forward. Matt O'Brien is a 6'4 junior. Neil is a 5'10 sophomore. Sean's a 6-foot senior. And Larry's another senior at 6'3. It appears that the Highlanders will have a little bit of height on the somewhat short for a basketball team St. Clair Panthers. We don't have anyone in the 6'3 or 6'4 range, and their front line had two guys that size.
Your Upper St. Clair Panthers. At guard, a 5'11 sophomore, number 32, Pete Sirio. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 14, Christian Shea. At forward, the 6'2 senior, number 24, Adam Anderson.
Adam getting the start tonight.
At guard, the 6'1 senior, number 4, Dave McLean. And at guard, 5'10 senior, number 10, Pat McShane.
Adam starting in place of Dane Conwell tonight. I'm looking on the bench, and I don't see Dane. Not sure where he is. Other injuries to report. Taylor Everett has a stress fracture in his back, which was just diagnosed this week, and he'll actually be out the rest of the season. So they're missing a couple guys on the front line. Conwell, who's the second leading scorer and rebounder, and Taylor, who gets some nice minutes off the bench. Yes, we have Adam starting tonight. I think what you'll see from the St. Clair Panthers with that shorter, quicker lineup in, you'll see them trapping and doubling up out on the wings, trying to force the turnovers, much as they did in the Mount Lebanon game last week. For the Highlanders, with the height advantage that they have and with a somewhat depleted front line for the Panthers, I think you'll see the Highlanders try to work the ball inside, take advantage of the 6'3 and 6'4 forwards that they have. Last week's game from Mount Lebanon that was here, I believe we had a problem with the sound, the audio, so that we taped the game, but there was no audio. So unfortunately, this is the first time we're getting to broadcast live or broadcast this year. Tap won by Anderson. McShane looks to push the issue. Reverse it, left his feet, kicks it out to McLean, and 3. That's a good sign, seeing McLean shoot well at the beginning. Panthers in that full court pressure. I think you'll see that. From every chance they get after a basket, they'll put a little bit of pressure on in the backcourt. Very deliberate. Baldwin working the ball around the perimeter, looking to see something break on the outside. Shea tries to steal the ball, gets a deflection, but Baldwin retains control. McLean, again, there's that double team. McLean came around the backside as Anderson was forcing him back to the middle. Made the steal, but couldn't quite control the ball. Be Baldwin, ball in the backcourt. McShane and McLean matching up on their men in the backcourt. Just a little bit of harassment. O'Brien looking around, makes a move. Tries to go left on Anderson. Kicks it back out. Baldwin hasn't gotten a shot off yet. Again, a very deliberate offense. This is a team that St. Clair beat just 3 days ago by 18. The three-pointer by Joyce off. Baldwin rebounds, puts it back up. No foul on the rebound. It'll be a foul against Baldwin. It'll be Panther ball. What I was saying is that when you play a team twice in 1 week, beat them by 18 or 20 points, what you have to guard against is a little bit of overconfidence, a little bit of laxity. We'll see if Coach Holzer can keep his team sharp for the team that they just beat a couple of nights ago. Anderson over to Serio. McShane takes a three. Back rim, long rebound. Baldwin looking to break. And that'll be a call travel on Baganti. Not sure I saw that, but again, I don't make the decisions. Here comes the Panthers. McShane surveying the court. Serio a three. Back rim. Again, I think that shorter, smaller, quicker lineup, they're going to be throwing up the threes all night. They won't be afraid to put them up. Oh, I think he might have gotten away with a shuffle there. Drive, maybe a little contact, but good no call. Reverse layup, no good. Anderson with the rebound. Throws an elbow and then runs a Highlander over, but there's no call. Serio tries to work inside. Oh, pass, I think it was intended for Anderson, but McShane kept it from going out. McLean, the long three, rims out. So after making the first three, the Panthers have missed the next 4 threes they take. McLean with a rare defensive rebound. Anderson on the fast break, pumps once, pumps twice, and good. A little bit different combination there. Usually Adams the one getting the rebound and McLean's out in the fast break, but this Panther team will do whatever they have to. That ball is out off of number 22, Neil Duran. It'll be Panther ball. I think that would, not a TV timeout, but Baldwin timeout with 5:08 to go in the first quarter, with the Panthers with a 5-0 lead. Panthers have been doing what I suspected, and that's running and throwing up the threes, but they've really been somewhat cold from the field. Baldwin, on the other hand, hasn't necessarily been cold, but hasn't gotten many shots off. They probably have 3 or 4 turnovers here early on. They had a walk, and then that ball that was off their hands. So, game's playing true to form. Last week I offered up an Aflac trivia question, but unfortunately, since there was no audio, I don't think anyone got to hear it. So we'll just repeat that for the first half. Again, Aflac trivia question. What current Panther coach grew up in the cradle of coaches just 2 blocks away from where Coach Bill Cowher grew up in Crafton? Call in your answer. The 5th caller with the right answer will win tickets to the next Panther game. McShane drives, blocked from behind. He wanted a call, but I think that was a good block. Adam picking up number 12, Matt O'Brien, in the backcourt. Highlanders thinking got away with a little shove. Quick hands by Shea, deflects the ball, but it's out of bounds off the Panthers. Highlanders will be putting it in bounds underneath their own basket. Head fake from the 3, a little push, and he's not going to get him get away with that elbow. I didn't think there was much of a foul, but it looks like the Zebras want to keep control of the game. In the Big East, you won't see that call. That's a second team foul on Baldwin. And I think Coach Kyle DiGregorio is voicing his displeasure with that call. Serio 15-foot jumper, good. That's his first basket tonight. Takes the Panther lead out to 7-0. Again, Panthers staying with the backcourt pressure. Anderson steals the ball in the backcourt, misses the rebound. Oh, misses the layup, gets his own rebound, can't control it. Nice defensive play by Adam, just couldn't convert. Cartier checking in for McLean. Cartier probably the best man-to-man defender on the team. Again, Panthers staying in the full court pressure. It looked like the player inbounding the ball, Buys, shuffled his feet a little bit, and on that play, he can't move when it's out of bounds. The three off the hands of Shea, out of bounds, side in for the Highlanders. Again, with 4:02 remaining in the first quarter, Panthers sitting on a 7-point lead. Buys inbounds the ball. Again, Baldwin has been deliberate in their offense, not looking to force anything. I think we shuffled our back foot there. That's the 5th turnover for Baldwin here in the first 4 minutes of the game. That was O'Brien that shuffled his feet. Serio over to McShane. Had a notion. I don't think Shea's gotten a shot off yet this game. Entry pass to Cartier, but he kicks it back out. Anderson in the corner, head fake. McShane sees a three he likes, back rim, no dice. Shea tipped it back out, but to a Highlander. And again, another Highlander turnover. McLean coming in for Serio. The Highlanders have stuck with their starting lineup. 7-0, 3:24 to go. Anderson will take a three from the corner. Back rim, but up and in. Shooter's touch for Anderson. That's his second basket of the evening, first three. Buys over to Joyce. Joyce hits a cutting Lauterbach. Lauterbach was fouled from behind as he tried to make a cut across the lane. It's the Panthers' first foul, and it will be charged to Christian Shea. Deep three from the corner. Long rebound. Nice position by Christian. Anderson is another three. Back rim. Anderson gets his own long rebound. Inside the Cartier. Got shoved from behind. Reverse layup, no good. Tries to save the ball, but it'll be out off of Cartier. Baldwin ball. Cartier made a nice move to get open and get that reverse layup, but didn't quite put enough backspin on it. St. Clair is going to be caught for a hold while they were attempting to put the ball in.
Foul number 24, Adam Anderson is first, team second.
Nick Shea coming in for Adam Anderson. That's his first foul tonight. Again, St. Clair staying with the backcourt pressure. Watch for Cartier to put some pressure on 22. He got in front of him. Didn't quite get his feet there fast enough, and he'll get called for a blocking foul.
Foul number 21, Mike 38 is first, team third.
A little bit of trouble inbounding the ball. Lauterbach in the corner, tries to go baseline. Nice backdoor cut. Beautiful play by the Highlanders. Number 5, Justin Joyce with his first basket. Beautiful assist on that backdoor cut. Classic Princeton offense. Three-pointer for Shea right off the bench, or Cartier, excuse me. Rebound Lauterbach. Here comes Baldwin. Oh, I think we're going to get McShane for a grab. Justin Joyce stayed with it. He got a little bump out front from Pat, but then he made a second drive, and on the second effort, he drew the foul. We'll have Joyce going to the line for two. First one is good. Second one rims out. Rebound off of Cartier's hands to McShane. Makes the score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. McShane had a notion, gets it out to Cartier. Cartier drains it. 13-3, Panthers lead with 1:49 to go in the quarter. Again, Panthers are staying with that backcourt pressure, that full court pressure. Ooh. I'm not sure how Matt didn't walk with the ball, but it'll be well, he saved one turnover by getting rid of the ball as they fell to the ground, but then wound up turning it over anyway. I'm not keeping track, but that's a lot of turnovers for 1 quarter of basketball for the Highlanders. At least 6. Simpson checked in when we weren't looking. Gets the ball on the wing to McLean. Cartier has the hot hand. Back rim. Nice rebound by number 33, Larry Bagante. Joyce looking to set up the offense. Looking to cut into that 10-point Panther lead. Shea on O'Brien. Nice recovery by Cartier on that play. Shot by Joyce. Shot by Joyce, ball bounced around off of a foot of a Baldwin defender. It'll be St. Clair ball. Simpson running the point while McShane's on the bench for a breather here at the end of the quarter. 30 seconds to go. Look for the Panthers to take the last shot. Shea liked the shot, and he didn't hold it for the last one. A little shove underneath. Looked like he got undercut, but there was no foul. 10 seconds. Bagante got double teamed there. Sirio slides over. And he didn't get the shot off. He was looking for a foul on the arm, but it may have been a foul, but it was after the buzzer. At the end of the first quarter, we've got Panthers 13, Baldwin 3. The lone points for the Highlanders came from Justin Joyce on a bucket and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Anderson had 5 for the Panthers. Cartier chipped in with a 3, McLean with a 3, and Sirio with the basket for their 13. You know, it's very interesting. There was just an article earlier this week in the Post-Gazette about how in the Whitfield Quad A, most of the games have been low scoring, and the Panthers are averaging 41 points a game, and many of the scores will be in the 30s and in the 40s. And here you see an example of that trend just keeping itself up with the Highlanders only scoring 3 points in the first quarter. Some of that was due to good Panther defense. The Highlanders really didn't get that many shots off. Again, 6 or 7 turnovers. They were really just kind of killing themselves. But I think if you were watching, what you saw was a shorter, quicker Panther defense. Even though the Highlanders didn't rush into shots, and when they did take shots, they were getting good shots off. The quicker defenders just weren't. They were beating the Highlanders to the spot. They weren't letting them run their offense without being harassed. Here again, you've got Pat here starting off the second quarter, picking up Justin Joyce in the backcourt. We've got the starting lineup back in for the Panthers. Sirio, Anderson, McShane, McLean, and Christian Shea. Try to work the ball into Matt O'Brien. McShane slid down, deflected the ball out of bounds. Buys inbounding the ball, being told where to stand by the official. Gets it in over to Bagante. Picked up by Shea. Nice crossover dribble. Back rim. Won't go. Ball bounces around. Highlanders pick up the rebound as it's bouncing around into Kate. 18-footer by Baganti, no dice. Nice drive, nice penetration through the middle. That's Shea's first basket of the evening. He dribbled through 4 Baldwin defenders. It looked like the parting of the seas. 15-3, Panther 12-point lead. 7:05 to go in the half. Jump step drive by Joyce. Rebound, Baldwin. Second air ball was put up by Matt O'Brien, went off a Baldwin player, and it'll be Panther basketball. Serial on the wing over to McShane. Oh, Pat took his eye off the ball and wasn't expecting the pass quite that quickly. The Panthers commit one of the few turnovers they've had from the game. McShane picking up Joyce in the backcourt. Three-pointer by Lauterbach, front rim. Joyce, I think, is going to get called for going over Pat McShane's back. Nice aggressive rebounding, and I think you've got to take that chance if you're Joyce. Try to make something happen on offense. Panthers looking to extend a 12-point lead. Adam, head fake, drives baseline. I think we're going to get a blocking foul, or was the ball out of bounds? I think on that pass, the ball was deflected by a Highlander. It'll be St. Clair ball. When we come back from this timeout. Unfortunately, we haven't had anyone yet call in with the answer to the Aflac trivia question. So instead of making you wait for it, I'll share that with you right now. The question, if you don't remember, is what current Upper St. Clair basketball coach grew up in Crafton, sometimes known as the cradle of coaches, a mere 2 blocks away from the Cower homestead? The correct answer, for those of you who are wondering, is Brad Midgley, Upper St. Clair's JV coach, is now teaching in a parochial school in the North Hills. He grew up in Crafton, played his CYO basketball at St. Philip's School, then went on to where he was a star at Canavan and a 4-year varsity scholarship winner at Duquesne. McShane drives, puts it up with the left hand. That's Pat's first basket of the evening. Takes it out, 17-3, Panther lead. Anderson looking to make a steal in the backcourt. Travel on number 34, Lauterbach. Again, I didn't quite see where the travel was, but apparently he took an extra step before he delivered the ball over to O'Brien. Sirio inbounding the ball, 17-3, Panther lead with 5:50 to go in the half. Back rim three, is he going to get the roll? No, bounds in and around out. That's off of Baganti. Couldn't quite control the rebound, had good position, was just a little bit out of his reach, and will be Panther ball inbounding under their own basket. Sirio gives way to McShane. Top of the key. Head fake. Kicks it out to McLean. McLean drives, front rim, no basket. Rebound 33, Larry Baganti. Highlanders run quick. Highlanders I think they need to start taking shots sooner in their possession. They're passing, and then turning the ball over. A nice three-point shot by number 12, Matt O'Brien. You know, they've been working that ball deliberately on offense, but the longer they hold on to it, the better their chances are of turning it over. It's kind of like a long drive in football. The longer you hold it, the more likely you are to eventually have a turnover. While I was lecturing you on the length of drives and turnovers, Matt O'Brien for the Highlanders committed his second foul. McShane's at the line to shoot 2. First one, back rim. I've been saying back rim quite a bit tonight. It seems like every time the Panthers take a three-pointer or a jumper, they hit the back rim, but not that time. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Pat. That's his third point of the night. Stretches the lead 18-6. 5:07 to go. The Panthers putting that pressure on the backcourt, trying to get the steal. If they don't get it right away, they will retreat. McLean denied his man very nicely on that. Duran tried to come across, but McLean beat him to a spot. As the play continues, Joyce worked inside, drew a foul. He'll be going to the line for two.
Number 30, Nick Shea, his first team fifth.
That was on Nick Shea. First one is good by Joyce.
Justin Joyce.
Cuts the Panther lead to 11. That is the fifth team foul on St. Clair. Sirio goes to the bench. Cartier back in. Second front rim, no good. Shea tips it over to himself. McLean looking to run. A semi-fast break. Oh, a little block there. I think Buys got away with a little push, but that's okay. McLean, nice drive. Oh, I thought he was going to kick it back out to McShane in the corner, but he saw the lane. That's his fourth and fifth point of the evening. 27, 22-7. Three-pointer by Joyce, no good. McLean forces the issue. He saw a streaking Christian Shea, but Lauterbach got in there, or Bagante got in there and intercepted the pass. I'm not sure that's a long pass you want to make with a 13-point lead. That's probably a pass you don't want to make regardless of the score. Anytime it's intercepted, right? O'Brien trying to make a move on Shea, but he'll have none of it. I might be mistaken, but I don't believe Baldwin has made a substitution yet in the game. Their starting lineup has stayed throughout. Joyce makes a nice move, a head fake. Got McShane up in the air, beat him with the dribble to the left. And Joyce will be going to the line for two more free throws. He's 2 for 4 from the line tonight. He's got 4 of the Highlanders' 7 points.
Team six. At the line is number 5, Justin Joyce.
That's 2 on McShane. I'd be looking for Coach Holzer to get him out. He doesn't want to see him pick up his third foul. But instead he substitutes for McLean. First free throw by Joyce is good. That was 44. Steve Lyas checking in for the Panthers. Second free throw is good, making the score 20-9 with 3:30 to go in the second quarter. Ball fake, works the ball into the corner to Christian Shea, drains the three-pointer.
Basket for number 13, Christian Shea.
That's his third, fourth, and fifth points tonight. Joyce drives in the lane, three-man converge on him. Turnaround jumper, no good. Lyas, who just came into the game, battles for the rebound, gets it over to Cartier, looking to run. I thought that might have been an offensive, but no. I think the referee is saying that number 32, Buys, did not have his position when he did not have his position set when the collision took place. Here's Simpson coming in for McShane at point guard. As I thought, with 2 fouls, I don't think Coach Holzer wants to see McShane pick up his third foul in the first half. I don't know what that call was. Nick Shea must have pushed off trying to get open. Oh, that was close to a backcourt, but the Panthers steal the ball in the forecourt. Cartier, excellent defender, midfielder on the soccer team, all conference, intercepted the ball, and then as he came down with it and tried to counterattack, he was fouled. Neil Giron, team 6. The Panthers will be shooting a 1-and-1 on the next Highlander foul. Panthers have already committed 17 fouls, so it'll be 1-1 for the next 2 fouls that the Panthers commit. Cartier looks to drive to the middle, spin move, swarmed by 3 Highlander defenders. This is a lineup that I don't think we've seen out on the floor for the Panthers. Elias getting a little bit more time tonight, getting an opportunity to contribute with Conwell and Everett both not playing today. Nice pump fake or head fake and goes baseline. Couldn't get it to drop. Cartier comes up with the loose ball. Elias with a 3. Oh, front rim. Cartier, nice hustle play by Cartier. Simpson, well, Elias 1 for 3. Oh! Elias getting 3 shots. Good shot selection. Can't quite get it to drop. Highlanders finally grab the rebound. Duran trying to make a move on Cartier. Joyce, who appears to be the best offensive player that the Highlanders have. It's either starting the play or finishing it. Ball inside. Oh, I think that was 2 dribbles. O'Brien goes up with the left hand. Strong move. He'll be going to the line to try to make the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. We have Coughlin and number 15, Zach Joyce, checking in for the Panthers. Can't convert the foul shot. Score remains 23-11. Panther 12-point lead, minute 37 to go. Zach Joyce wanted to take the 3, decides to try his luck driving into the lane, but to no avail. Phil Einweig checked in for the Highlanders when we weren't looking. A doubling team was a double team down on the wing. Over to Joyce. Nice drive by Justin Joyce. Couldn't get it to go, but the Highlanders fighting for the rebound. Number 2, Phil Einweig, snuck in underneath, put the ball back up. Couldn't get to go, but drew the foul. That was the second foul on Cartier. First free throw by Einweig is up and good. We have McShane, Anderson, Sirio checking back in for the Panthers, joining Christian Shea and McLean. So we've got the starting lineup back in for the Panthers. Second free throw is good. 23-13. Panthers have gone cold here in the latter part of the second quarter. Joyce tries to intercept the pass, stepped in front, but couldn't quite stay in bound. McShane in the backcourt. Byes picking him up. Panthers need a bucket. They've got about 3 minutes without a point here. McShane tries to work it inside to Anderson, broken up by Joyce. Panthers retain control. McLean corner, 3 is good. That's his second 3 of the night, giving him 8 points. Takes the Panther lead back up to 13 with 33 seconds to go in the half. O'Brien tries to go baseline against Anderson. Anderson cuts him off. McLean comes over for the double team. Joyce up top with 18 seconds. O'Brien dribbles right into Anderson. Einweig McShane almost stole that ball. That's got to be something. It's got to be something. Boy, it was either a foul or a walk, but it's just out of bounds. Not sure how that, not sure about that call, but with 2.5 seconds to go, McShane inbounding the ball. He's got to get it the length of the court. Shows off that quarterback's arm. Jumper at the buzzer. Oh, front rim. Sirio got a good look. Couldn't quite get it to go. We'll take about a 9 or 10 minute break here while the players recharge. I'm going to grab a glass of water to get my voice reset. Again, Panthers with a 13-point lead at the half, 26-13. Go get yourself a cold beverage and join us for the second half of this exciting Friday night basketball. Welcome back, Panther fans. There's about 25 seconds to go on the halftime clock. Let's get the leading scorers reset before the second half begins here. Again, Panthers with a 26-13 halftime lead. Another classic or typical Whitfield Quad A low-scoring game here this year. Scoring is down all across the league. For the Highlanders, you've got Justin Joyce, 4 of 6 from the free throw line and another bucket for 6 points. Einwig made 2 free throws, 2 for 2 from the line for another 2. And then O'Brien rounded out their scoring with a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer for 5. On the St. Clair side of the ledger, Christian Shea has 5, McShane has 3, Sirio has 2, Anderson has 5, Cartier has 3, and McLean leads the Panthers in scoring with 2 trays and a deuce for 8 points for the Panthers 26. Both teams were in the made it to the bonus level, shooting free throws in the second half. McShane has 2 for the Panthers, as does Adam Anderson. I don't know that anyone was in foul trouble for the Highlanders. Again, second half, I think you'll see more of what we saw in the first half. Panthers putting pressure on the ball everywhere on the court, trying to take advantage of their quickness. From where I'm sitting, I think Baldwin needs to be a little more willing to put up a shot a little bit earlier in their possession. Work for a good shot. Don't hold it for the perfect shot. Those lengthy possessions just resulted in turnover after turnover for the Highlanders. And here we go. McShane brings the ball over half court. Panthers running their motion offense. Anderson at the top of the key. Drives, three Highlanders come over to defend him. Ball off the back rim, rebound to Baganti. Duran brings the ball over half court. Again, both starting lineups back in. Now driving to the baseline and stopping doesn't do anything for you. Duran drives, dishes it back out to Buys. Buys shot, rebounded by Anderson. Anderson takes 2 dribbles, passes it to Shea on the fast break.
Basket by number 14, Christian Shea.
Shea converts that very nicely. Take the Panther lead out to 28-13. Once again, backcourt pressure. Joyce sets up the offense, makes a move, almost loses it. Gets the ball back from Buys. Anderson picks up O'Brien. Nice move across. Baganti made a nice cut, but he couldn't convert the basket. Loose ball. Anderson pulls that out of Baganti's hands. McShane breaking on the side. Ball stolen by Joyce. Joyce, 2 dribbles to the basket. A little jump shot, a little jump step and a shot. I think the foul is going to be on Sirio. Active shooting. We'll send Joyce to the line for 2 more free throws. That's only the first foul for Sirio. Joyce 4 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. Makes his first. Cuts the Panther lead to 14, 28-14 at the 6:29 mark. Second free throw from Joyce. Rattles around a little bit, gets the shooter's touch. 28-15. They look to double McShane. He saw it coming, got it into Anderson, kicks it out in the corner to McLean. McLean takes the 3, is fouled hard by number 33, Larry Baganti. He'll go to the line to shoot 3. Again, on that last possession, McShane saw the Highlanders were going to double team, trying to trap him along the sideline just as he came over half court. McShane looking up while he was dribbling it, saw the double team coming, got the ball down in the corner to Anderson, who got it over to the other corner to McLean. First one by McLean is up and good. Second one is true as well. McLean, perfect rotation on the third free throw. Makes the three-point play the hard way. Leading all scorers with 11 for the Panthers. Takes the lead out to 31-15 with 6:11 to go in this third quarter. Anderson picking up O'Brien at the top of the key. O'Brien hasn't shown that he can shoot that shot. I'm not sure he needed that kind of pressure out top. Almost daring him to try to dribble past him. Nice block by McLean on the kind of turnaround one-hander by Duran. Shea looks into the corner, gets the ball back. He'll take that three. Nice rotation, back rim, long rebound to Joyce. Joyce breaks it up the side. Lefty layup, no good. Rebound by number 32, Sean Buys. That's his first basket this evening. Cuts into the Panther lead, 31-17. Anderson tries to move underneath, was well defended, kicked it out. Long three-pointer from the corner by McLean. Rebound off to the Highlanders. Nice little dribble drive by Baganzi, but no dice. Shea counterattacking quickly. Oh, I'm not so sure about that one. Looked like a nice dribble drive and came to a nice jump stop and put up the left-handed shot by Christian. I mean, he's going to be called for the offensive foul. With 4:58 to go in the third quarter, couple of substitutions by Baldwin. We've got Dave Sedlock, number 40, came in, along with number 2, Phil Einwag. It looks like a 5-second call against Baldwin. They didn't get the timeout called fast enough. Sirio inbounds the ball to Anderson. McShane got open, drove right past his man with that quickness. Ball bounces around and goes in for McShane. That's his 4th and 5th points. Takes the Panther lead back out to 16. Sedlock, first time he's touched the ball tonight. Joyce, head fake, drives on Sirio. Gets a shooter's roll. That's his 10th point. He's the first Highlander in the double figures. Jumper by Shea. Ball bounds around. McLean picks it up. Oh! Anderson had a notion to get the ball over to the cutting Christian Shea. Pass was just a little bit tall. Sirio and Anderson will take a seat, catch their breath, while Nick Shea and Mike Cartier check in. Shea picks up Sedlock. Shot from the wing by number 12, Matt O'Brien. That's his second three of the night. Takes the Panther lead down to 11. 33-22. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Cartier with the three. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Mike. That's his second three. Gives him 6 points. Joyce looks to drive past McShane. Thinks the better of it. Sedlock out top. Picked up by Christian Shea. Joyce gets a half step on McShane, breaks in towards the basket. As he breaks in towards the basket, McShane reaches in. That'll be a reach in foul on the floor. That'll be 3 for Pat and 3 for the Panthers here in the second half. Holzer leaving McShane in with 3. Nice inbounds pass. 3 Panthers came over to O'Brien. Very nicely dropped it off to Einweg. And Einweg got it over to Neil Duran. That's Duran's first basket. 36-24, 12-point Panther lead. 3:09 to go in the third quarter. And if Pat looked a little too quick on that one, it was because he cheated a little bit. He took 2 steps before he dribbled. You can't do that. One of the few Panther turnovers. Oh! Sedlock had a notion to get the ball inbounds to Duran, took a step, and then actually stepped inbounds without putting the ball into play. That'll be Panther ball, Cartier to inbounds in front of the Panther bench. Having a little trouble. Oh, and he, the clock goes off in your head, and you start to get a little nervous as it goes 1003, 1004. Duran steals the ball in the backcourt, counterattacks very nicely, and it looks like Duran's going, or Justin Joyce will be going to the line one more time. Justin Joyce is 6 for 8 tonight. First one, rims out. Maybe I jinxed him by saying that he was 6 for 8. 12-point Panther lead, 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Second one is off. Shea gets the rebound over to Cartier. McShane attacks on the side court. Inside move by Pat. Turnaround jumper. Drove in on his right, turned around, little spin move towards the baseline, and jumper went in. Before we go much, I think gives the Panther a 14-point lead, 2:42 to go with a Baldwin timeout. A couple of corrections. I was using the Panther varsity roster as it appears in the program, but my spotter and cameraman, Jared, told me that I may have been mistaken in the first half, that I had identified number 44 as Steve Lias, but in fact that's Brett McCormick. So again, my apologies to Brett and Steve both on that. And the other error that we may have come across with the program, I had identified number 15 as Zach Joyce. And again, Jared pointed out to me that that's John Austin and not Zach Joyce. So again, my apologies to everyone for me trusting the program. And I hope Jared's right. Because I look really stupid if I make those corrections and the program's right. But at any rate, let's get back to the action. Just resetting. We've got 2:42 here in the third quarter. Highlanders inbounding the ball. Sedlock. Now it was a timeout after a Panther basket, so he is allowed to move along the sideline. Pass was a little too long for Joyce. Nice idea. He had a streaking Joyce open underneath. Just a little. You needed to put a little bit more air under that ball. At any rate, Panther ball. Another Highlander turnover. Einweg picking up McShane. McLean sets the pick. Fights through it. Einweg fights through it. Joyce tries to get the ball inside to Cartier. I'm sorry. Christian tries to get the ball inside to Cartier. Pass broken up by number 12, O'Brien. It'll be out of bounds to the Panthers off of O'Brien. Lauterbach checking back in for Sedlock. Cartier, 3 from the corner, bounces in and out. Nice rebound by O'Brien. Duran tries to beat Cartier off the dribble, but again, as I've said before, Mike is one of the best man-to-man defenders on this team, and he was just a little too quick for Duran. McShane brings over the timeline. Picked up by Einweg. Little hand check by number 2. Cartier on the wing, picked up by Lauterbach. Head fake from McLean. Shea open on the wing. Decides to pass it inside to his brother. And we have a reach in. I think that's going to be on O'Brien. No, it was on Duran. That's his second foul. Second team foul on the Fighting Highlanders. McShane drive, spin, and a foul. McShane looked a little out of control on that one, but he drew the foul. This will be his second trip to the line tonight. In the first half, he was 1 for 2. Let's see if he can improve upon that. Stretch the Panther lead. Nice rotation, but rims out.
Foul number 22, David Duran, the second, team third. Line is number 10, Pat McShane.
Second by McShane is good. Makes the score 39-24, 1:44 left in the third quarter. Buys will be inbounding the ball. An interesting Panther defense. They did not put anyone on Buys, but rather Cartier was just looking for the pass to come in and then going to react and try a double team to whoever got the ball. Number 34, Lauterbach. Nice drive. That's his first basket. Cuts the Panther lead to 13. As the players were scuffling for the ball over on the far sideline. Ball was out of bounds off of number 5, Justin Joyce. Coach DiGregorio was not happy with that call. A little too far away for me to comment. Panthers running their motion offense. Continuity, as Coach Palermo used to call it. Several of the Highlander faithful looking for a travel to be called on Christian. But the officials didn't quite see it that way. First one is no good from Christian. His first trip to the free throw line. Second one is good. Panthers are 6 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Somewhat better than their dismal free throw shooting last week against Mount Lebanon. 14-point Panther lead. Under a minute to go. Will reach an attempt by Cartier. Einwig tries to drive on McLean. Lauterbach tries to make the same move he made in the last possession. He's cut off this time by Nick Shea. Joyce drives, forces up a shot. Someone on the Panthers got a hand on it to disrupt his motion. Serio, nice drive over to Simpson. Simpson puts it in. 16-point Panther lead. Simpson's first basket. Lauterbach. Again, Lauterbach comes off that far pick very fast. It's the third or fourth time in this quarter that they've run that play, either from the left side or the right side. He comes barreling across the pick. Got half a step on Serio, and then Serio got him with a blocking foul. Coughlin and McCormick check back in for the Panthers. Oh, McCormick had the rebound and got stripped away. Coughlin comes over, trying to help out on defense, and I think it's going to be a shooting foul on him.
Foul number 3, Pat Coughlin is first, team 6. After number 32, Sean Buys.
Let's see how Buys can do from the free throw line. He's got one basket, and he gets the shooter's roll. 42-27, 15-point Panther lead. 7.1 on the clock. Sedlock checks back in. Second, a little unorthodox shot, kind of pulls the shot back behind his head when he takes it. but nonetheless makes his second throw. Simpson goes coast to coast to beat the clock.
They were scored in the third quarter. Upset player 44, Baldwin 28.
At the risk of repeating what the PA announcer just said, not sure whether you can hear it on the broadcast, but the Panthers now have a 16-point lead, 44-28 at the end of the third quarter. A little scoring picked up a little bit in that quarter. Was 23-13 at the half. So if I do my subtraction and addition correctly, the Panthers scored 19 points in that quarter, and the Highlanders scored 15, which is kind of interesting. We were just talking about that with some of the fans here at halftime, how the scoring has been off in Quad A this season. And as soon as you say it, the Highlanders come out and score 15 points, more points in the third quarter than they scored in the whole first half.
Is ticket number 675, 675. And the winning number 675, 675.
Oh, what a heartbreaker. I had 675, 673. I picked the wrong, I almost won the 50-50. That's twice in 2 weeks now that I've been off by one string of tickets. But I'll keep trying. It's 50-50. Little money goes to the Boosters Club, so that's okay. 675, 673 is what I had. Son of a gun. At any rate, as we start the fourth quarter, Joyce is the leading scorer for the Highlanders with 12, and McLean's leading the Panthers with 11. Nice couple baskets by Simpson off the bench there in the last minute of the third quarter. A driving layup where he went coast to coast. Onwig in the corner, double teamed by Shea and Serio. McLean loses his footing but gets the pass over to McLean. Shea lost his footing, pass to McLean. Anderson trying to set a pick for McShane. Starting lineup back. Oh, Pat turned the wrong way and he had a clear lane to the basket. Never thinking that there would be no pressure on that side. Einwig gets to the free throw line, kicks it out to Joyce on the right wing. Highlanders work the ball around the perimeter nicely. Three-pointer by O'Brien in the far corner, no good. Serio brings it back down. Rebound, brings the ball to the forecourt. Starting lineup for the Highlanders with the exception of Einweg. O'Brien slides over, discourages Shea from any further penetration. Joyce getting away with a little that's a little bit more contact than you usually see allowed at this level. 3 forearm shivers to the back of McLean. Looks like Coach Holzer is trying to take a little bit of air out of the ball. Nice pick by Anderson. Buys, slides over onto McShane. Three-pointer, no good. Another rebound for O'Brien. And every time I look at O'Brien, bears somewhat of a resemblance to one of my nephews. I want to call him Phil, but his name's O'Brien. Einwig gets double teamed in the corner. Every time they see Einwig get the ball, the Panthers are double teaming him. They know he's not a starter, and they sense that he might not be quite the same ball handler as Joyce is. Buys, taking a breather, getting a little drink of water while number 33, Bagante, is checked back in. Three-pointer rims out. Nice rebound by O'Brien. Puts it back up strong. That puts O'Brien into double figures. But Shea right back for his second three-pointer. That gives him 11. So two players pop into double figures on back-to-back possessions. One for the Highlanders, one for the Panthers. Three-pointer. barely grazed the rim. McShane, long pass into Shea. Shea, nice spin move, nice turnaround jumper, just a little too strong off the glass. Oh, Lauterbach drives through the lane, a little under control, almost like the proverbial bull in the china shop. Had the ball stripped, but it was off of a Panther. Number 21, Ryan Schwartz, in for number 12, Matt O'Brien. The long pass, he crosses the midcourt line, almost loses his balance. He got his dribble down before his second foot moved. Jumper by Baganti, no good. McShane quickly counterattacks. Corner to McLean. Front rim, no dice. Tries to get his own rebound, but number 20, Schwartz gets the bound. Joyce. Crowd favorite, Pat Coughlin, is coming back in. You might have heard that little cheer as he went to the scorer's table to report in. He's in for McLean. Pat is a senior this year. Again, Panthers in their motion offense. Think they're content to take a few minutes off the clock. 17-point lead with just under 4 minutes to go. Cartier's pass deflected by Baganti. McShane drives. Classic play. McShane drives, sucks 2 or 3. Baldwin defenders in, kicks it back out for the easy jumper for Cartier. 8 points on the night from Cartier. Three-pointer by Baganti. I thought he shuffled his feet as he got him set in front of him when he caught the ball and set them, but I guess not. Coughlin for a 3 from the corner. Oh, the crowd was on their feet. Joyce has cooled off considerably from the first half. Three-pointer back rim. Baganti goes up strong for the rebound, knocks it over to Coughlin. Coughlin drives the lane, gets to the free throw line, kicks it out. Cartier, 3. Another Panther in double figures takes the lead out to 19 points, 52-33. 2:50 to go in the game. Highlanders working it around the perimeter. Another three-pointer, no good. McShane cleans up the bouncing rebound. Panthers had their men boxed out nice, gave McShane a chance to come in and kind of clean up the rebound. Have Baganti now picking up McShane. We saw a little bit of that. Coughlin misses another 3. Saw a little bit of that last week in some possessions where Mount Lebanon would try to put a taller defender on McShane and not match up with a point guard. Put a longer kind of, just a taller, longer defender. You'll see that at various levels where you'll try to mix up the defenders on a good offensive player, just to keep him guessing. Baganti at the line, drains the first one. 52-34, cuts into the Panther lead. 2:08 to go on the game clock. Second by Baganti is good. Nice stroke, nice rotation. Number 35, Brian Basic, checks in. He's a 6'2" sophomore. Simpson checked in for the Panthers, as did John Austin when we weren't looking. McCormick over to Simpson. Nice jumper from Simpson. Went old school with the banker from the wing. I see a lot of the NBA players not using the banking board, as they call it anymore, just going for the swish on that shot. Nice interior pass. Lefty by Basic, who just came in. Oh, Panthers try to break quickly. Ball knocked away from behind by 34, Lauderback. Simpson inbounding the ball. 1:27 on the game clock. 54-35. Panthers, was it milking or nursing a 19-point lead? I'm not sure where that expression came from, but they're guarding the 19-point lead. Let's call it that. Three-pointer, another three-pointer by Coughlin. 4 for a quarter. Oh, he just can't get it to roll. He has a beautiful stroke. Nice rotation on the ball. Just can't get that ball to drop. A lot of the seniors in the student section tonight rooting for Pat to get a basket. 1:15 left. Simpson inbounding the ball. Most of the Panthers starters are on the bench at this point. Oh! Nice turnaround move. Coughlin tries to zip over and keep the ball from going out of bounds, but to no avail. Got a couple more reserves coming in. You have Reed Applebaum. And now we have Steve Lias, I'm told. The real Steve Lias has entered the building. This is pretty much the JV team. Air ball from the side. Left-hand jumper, no good. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. Game's breaking down a little bit here in the waning seconds. I think we're going to have a Panther foul. A little push from behind. It's the 8th Panther personal, so we'll be going to the line for 1-1. Number 40, Dave Sedlock. His first trip to the free throw line. First one by Sedlock is good. Second's a little strong. Rebound by Lias. Student section wants Coughlin to shoot again. He gets tied up. Kicks it out to Applebaum. Deflected by Sedlock. Sedlock, nice hustle play. Gets over Lauderback. John Austin comes from behind, knocks the ball away, but got a piece of Lauderback. Players are getting a little chippy, a little tired here at the end. I don't think there was anything intentional or dirty there. Just a couple of guys that don't get a lot of varsity playing time, trying to do their best. 54-36, 30.4 to go.
Foul number 15, John Austin, his first, team night.
Lauterbach will be shooting two. Nice rotation and stroke by Matt. Second free throw is also good. Old Coach Hudak would say loop the ball on a free throw. That's exactly what Matt did. He looped the ball. Oh, nice pick by Lias behind the back dribble. Austin steps back, in and out. Rebound. Highlanders, a couple Highlanders fighting each other. Sedlock gets the pass over to number 3. Wallace can't get it to go. A three-pointer from deep in the corner. Lias smacks the ball away from the Highlander defender, and that'll be the game.
Baldwin 38.
Panthers with a 16-point lead, almost an identical score to 3 nights ago when they also defeated Baldwin. 54-38. High score for the Panthers was Dave McLean with 13. McShane had 8. Christian Shea chipped in with 11. And Cartier was also in double figures with 11. The Highlanders had 2 players in double figures, Justin Joyce with 14 and Matt O'Brien with exactly 10. This is Hank Chesko saying thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy our broadcast. I believe the next videotaping for the Panthers will be actually done by the student video team, the same one that brings you the Upper St. Clair Quarterly. So I'll be looking forward to kind of kicking back and relaxing, watching that game, and seeing how the young guys perform in the videotaping and broadcasting section. Again, for Hank Chesko and Jared, this is we're signing off, and thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast.